Hello there, you're welcome. My name is Apostle Robert Defon, and I'm so glad you are here. I'm excited and I'm happy we are going to go on this journey together. Now, apart from congratulating you for being right here with me, I want to be sure that we are on the same page. We have a common understanding, and as we are going to go on this ride, that it will be a beautiful one, exceptional, outstanding, and that you will get result. It doesn't matter whatever title I have, it does not matter the stories I will tell you. See, what matters is that you get the result that you desire. And I'm assuming that you are here on this page either that you want to straighten things out. So many things have come against you, against your life, against your relationship, against your business. But if you are here, I'm happy for you. And you know why. First and foremost, this video is going to be a lot more about those who want to straighten out their relationships or who want to put themselves in a place where they can always win when it has to do with their relationships. It will take care of certain things that singles are looking for. Now, when I say single, I'm aware there are some people that have been divorced, and there are some people who are single parents, which means you've been in a sort of a long-term relationship, or you've been in a relationship that you have been able to have children from that. I want to believe that there are some people who have never been married before. By the way, I know that from my experience, each time we coach and mentor people, we discover that the most committed are those who have been in relationship before. Now, if you have not been in a serious relationship before, when I say serious relationship, I mean that you've not been married before, you've not gotten as far as, maybe having children, even though it wasn't a married situation. This is what I want to say. Don't wait until you have a crisis before you begin to take care of yourself or you look after yourself. That's what I want to say. If you have not gotten as far as where your heart was broken, where you had to separate, where you had to divorce, I want you to pay attention. Behave like those people who have seen what it was like, who have tested the pain of having yourself detached or broken from a relationship that you so valued. And these are the things, this is one of the things that will allow you to do that. And that is to arm yourself with the right kind of information, the right kind of knowledge, so that the next decision you are going to make will lead you to the destiny you are going, or destination you are going. Eventually, the destiny that you are supposed to have. All right? So, I welcome you. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. At a very personal level, I have been involved in this ministry as long as I can remember. In the next few months, I'll be 30 years in this ministry. I'm talking about ministry that has to do with helping people, advising them, and helping them to get married and stay married. I've also encountered people who just came for their stamp of approval. They want me to support what they have decided to do, so they wouldn't listen. So they had it their own way. Those are not the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who believed in what God has given us to give. When I say us, I mean my wife and I. And even though I'm the only one here, some of the cases, especially when it has to do with women, she is fully involved. She's 100% here. So I'm representing us and our team. So I've seen people succeed. I've seen people take simple advice, even for their business, and succeed. I have seen ministries succeed or do better by God putting me, on their path to be of a blessing to them. I believe that that is important. That's one. Number two, there is a radio program that is on now on Treasure FM 98.5, 98.5 FM in the city of Port Harcourt, an arm of the Nigerian Radio Corporation. There is a program that is still on there. I pioneered it with my wife, and we call it Liveline. It was targeted to the families, targeted to those who want to have godly relationship and to succeed. God has helped us. That program is still on today. That program has been on air for more than 17 years. Yes, 17 years. It's been on, and it's still being a blessing today. Today it is called Family Circle. So you can tune into that. It still goes on Sundays at night, I think about 9 p.m. I think that is still being upheld as per the time. But that program is being a blessing, is blessing millions of people. As far as I remember, one of the times I finished ministering, yes, I came off the air and I had a phone call from the high seas, and the person told me, "Thank you. I've just listened to your program on the high seas." So we've been on this journey, and then you also have One Flesh Ministries. One Flesh Ministries. I'm still the vice president of One Flesh Ministry International, registered in Nigeria, and the head office is still in Port Harcourt. I, at the time, was the manager of the family center, where people used to come to receive advice, counsel, biblical counsel as far as their relationships, marriage is concerned. I have been part of the team that was spreading One Flesh across the place as far as God opened the place, opened the different cities for us. So that program is still continuing. We had a TV program that was running on major TV stations in Port Harcourt. Those are still going on today. And at a very personal level, I kept that for the last. I have been blessed with one wife. I've been blessed with one wife for over 30 years. This year, by the grace of God, we are going to celebrate our 31st marriage anniversary. Now, I'm not here to tell you that it's been without challenges. No, because there are certain things you just discover for the first time. You want to assume that you know yourself. You don't until certain things happen. You will want to assume that you're so mature, nothing can shake you. In the past few weeks or months, we've had experiences that have shaken us, but not such that brought us to the place where we say, "No, I'm no more doing it again. I don't want the marriage again." No. Instead, we stayed together and faced the challenges and come out stronger, come out better, more equipped to be able to walk into the future together. Those are the things I want you to know about me. God has blessed us with 5 children. All of them are adults now. So whatever advice I'm going to give you, I'm giving you with the heart of not just a minister outside. No, I'm giving you with the heart of a father. I was sharing with my children. In fact, I've shared that with them. I said, each time I advise the young girls, I tell them, I'm advising you as a father because I have girls. God has blessed us with 5 girls and 1 boy. All of them are adults now. So I'm not here just to ask you for your money, no. But part of what you will do is that I want you to take these things. The most valuable thing you will do for me is take this information and see how you can apply them in your life. Nothing in this world will be more rewarding than that. Yes, if by the time you try and there are areas you need that one-on-one coaching, one-on-one coaching and mentoring, then we have the different packages you will want to pick, and then we'll schedule our times. But if you are part of this, if you sign up to be part of our community, this is what will be happening. There will be times where you will be receiving free stuff. And some of the things, I've taught some of these things, even though they are not that arranged. So you will find them, but they might take time. And we don't have that kind of time to tell you, okay, check this video, check that video. No, if you want to do it that way, up to you. If you check my Facebook account, you have a lot of videos there on different topics. There are those that are on marriage and relationships and all that. So if you want to take that route, well and good. That's still another way to do it. Or if you want to take the time and figure things out by yourself, some people do it that way. Some people do it that way. But this is what has worked for most people. And that is that you have not just your Bible, not just read books, but you have somebody that you will be held accountable by. Somebody who knows, who has an understanding of what you want to achieve. Could be somebody who has done it before. So as far as this is concerned, by the grace of God, I've given you my personal testimony. I will have an idea of what you want to achieve. I don't think there's anybody here who wants to go through this program who doesn't want a godly marriage. Godly, biblical marriage. And that's what I want to support you with. That's what we want to help you with. To be there for you as your coach and be there for you as your mentor. If that sounds good to you, then you are on the right page. Now, if it is not about your relationships or your marriage, I want you to check. Just the next video after this is more about your personal life and your business. What kind of advice do you need? Now, you will have things like commitment there. You have things like focus. You have something else like being able to persuade people so they can patronize your business. Now I'm not talking about manipulating them. I know many times people hear persuasion, they are hearing manipulation, because that is a common thing. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how to ethically use persuasive skills to be able to move your business forward. You will be able to have a program like, how do you care for your workers? I have my background in business and human resource management. So how do you handle your workers so they double their own productivity, so the business will succeed, so you will be able to do the things that you had in mind when you started the business? And for your information, the grounds for business has changed. The atmosphere, the climate, the business climate has changed completely. And this is one of the ways. Before now, you would only have to come to the residential meeting to be able to listen to me. And once in a while, you will see a video sent to you, or you have to go and watch a movie or something. But all those things have changed. So to be able to serve you well, I want you to take note. I want you to cooperate. Now, place value. Whatever we send as free is not because they are not valuable. It's because we want to give you that. It's expected to bless you. So don't devalue it in your mind because you have not paid for it. Having said all that, I want to believe that you are ready. So get your seat belt tightened, and just make sure you are here. Make sure you are here. If you can do this, well and good. If you can do that, well and good. You want to swing to the sides, you want to bend and rise up, anything you want to do, you want to do that to allow the blood to flow, and whatever you can do, all right? So be present. That's all I'm trying to say. Be present. Be present. All right? Okay, doke. All right. So, number one, I want to deal with the things that have been common. They've been commonplace. Call them the commonest problem areas that singles face in their relationships. Many people have been hurt in relationships. And so some think that that is a good enough reason for them not to want to have a relationship. No, you are reacting to the poor treatment. You are not reacting to the fact that you are not saying, I don't want a relationship anymore. No, you are saying, I don't want a bad relationship. I don't want a relationship where I'm maltreated or abused or used and misused. I don't want that. I want a relationship that will work well. I made a comment in one of my presentations on Facebook Live, and a friend, a pastor friend, reached out to me and said, I heard you say that people have their marriages impacted from the outside. I thought it was from the inside. I said, I'm aware. No. Yeah. But I want to admit here that many marriages are impacted from outside. And it gets worse when you don't know what to do as an individual. So what we are here to do is to create the awareness. Somebody said, I don't know who said it, but I accept it, that awareness is the beginning of the change. Now, it's only the beginning of the change for those who really, genuinely desire to make the change. Nobody's going to change it for you. Whatever is going on outside, and they are not your problem. In the sense that you have no control over people, the choices they make, the decisions they make, the actions they take, their reactions, and some of the things, unthinkable things that go on out there. Seasons, you have no responsibility as far as the seasons are concerned. Seasons will come and go, and as we know, they are very predictable, that sometimes dry seasons will come, depending on the country where you are in. Sometimes wet seasons will come. It could come in form of rainy season for some countries. But here in the United Kingdom, we have 4 known seasons. We have the spring, we have the summer, we have the autumn, we have the winter. We have these seasons, and they are pretty much predictable. Same with some other countries in the West. But here is something that you need to know. If you know what to do, if you know based on the powers you have to make choices, make decisions, take actions that could put you over those seasons, or that will help you to make the right choices, that those seasons will not come against you, but they work for you. You know how to leverage the window of opportunity. Then your story will be different. Okay, though. So one of the problem areas is that many people are not aware of who they are. They have no idea. They are not in touch, or they don't have a fair knowledge of their personality traits. They have no idea of their temperament, or their basic natures. And because they don't, they just walk into certain relationship based on their emotion of the moment. Now, this is what you need to know, and that is that you are responsible for the choices you make, the decisions you make. You are responsible. You are responsible. And if you don't know what to do, then just like you have done now, know whom to talk to or whom to listen to. This is very important. Very, very important. All right? So it's your place to find out, who am I? You need to know the basic human nature and which group, which class are you in? Because that will make a world of difference. So I will both try as much as possible to create the awareness and let you, and then just mention maybe some in passing what you are supposed to do. But in case you don't know what to do, from where you were, because when we were teenagers, we thought we knew ourselves. Not knowing, in fact, some we passed that stage of being teenagers. We didn't know ourselves. We assume we did. And somebody tries to advise you, you would think the person knows nothing. In fact, you might even include your parents. They don't know anything. You might call them old school. But this is what to do. If you are strong and wise, I learned this from Zig Ziglar. If you are strong and wise, you will know that as much as you are strong in certain areas, there are certain areas of your life that you are weak. So what do? You leverage. You leverage. The next thing I want to talk about is the one mistake is some people who have had experiences, could be economical, it could be social, it could be the way you were treated, where you grew up from. You never liked your family, the way they were treating you or regarding you. So you made a decision, I'm going to get married. And anybody, any young man that tells you I love you, for the women, oh my God, you won't listen to anybody again. And for the ladies, you have grown, you like here in the United Kingdom, you're already 18, and you declare yourself an adult, and of course the government acknowledges you as an adult. And you thought this is the time to do whatever I want to do the way I want to do it. It comes with a cost, for a price. It comes with a price, and the price for your freedom is diligence. And that is not something we really want to have as the cure for our teenagehood problems, because it will involve some level of sacrifice. It will involve some level of discipline. And as teenagers, if you're asked to choose between studying to improve yourself, you are likely going to choose having fun every time. You are likely going to choose eating ice cream more than eating your veggies. You are likely going to choose all the things you thought your parents did not allow you to enjoy. You want to choose those. But you see, for you to keep having that sound health, to keep maintaining your 6 or 8 pack, my friend, you need to be a disciplined person. Now, the feeling that marriage has a power in itself, inherent power in itself, to make one happy, to make you in particular happy. Because we get so easily drawn to what is going to give us that excitement and fun and all that. Now, it's a responsibility. It's not a very attractive word. Oh, many people are looking for those who are going to encourage their codependent tendency. They want somebody who is going to tolerate them and then allow them to do anything they want to do, all in the name of love. That's not how it works. You have to bring something to the table. You have to be skillful. It starts first and foremost with being able to manage yourself. And if you are able to manage yourself, let me tell you something. It's going to affect your business. It's going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect the choices you make. Now, all these things, the choices, the decisions, the relationships you get involved in, the activities you get involved in, they now become something that you can choose. But most times that's not what happens. So you need to be aware of that. Marriage, it has the potential, if you know what to do, to give you that happiness. But it also has the potential to make you sad. Marriage, if you do not do the right things that you're supposed to do, you don't apply the right knowledge, you don't apply the wisdom, you don't apply the knowledge, you don't apply understanding, marriage can wreck you. It will not only break your heart, it can wreck you. So if you are here and you know that you need your life to be put in order. Now, when we make an announcement like, turn your marriage around in 21 days, we assume that you have already been prepared for that kind of turnaround. Otherwise, you think about it. It has taken you years. It has taken you applying some philosophy that have brought you to this place where you are. It has taken years. But the beautiful thing is that to bring that turnaround, it will take a shorter time. But here is the point. The point is, it will take you time to prepare to have those 21 days. So if you just are coming with all the things that are needed to be sorted out, with your mind that needs to be detoxed, with your thinking what you are messed up on the inside, your mind, your heart, you are having your heartbeat skip, maybe because of poor health, and that poor health may be traced to the things that you have been injecting into your system in the name of food, or you are addicted to some things that you have to come out of. It will not take 21 days. Now, this is to help you, because when we say 21 days from when you are ready to start. It can happen even in 10 days. That depends on the extent to which you are prepared for that. And then another thing I want to talk about is, one of the mistakes is some traditions from our backgrounds, family upbringing, or the things you have always seen, or the things you have imbibed from those you considered as your idols. I don't make anybody my idol. I worship no idol. I follow none. I worship God alone. Yes, I only worship God alone. So if you have imbibed things, philosophies, ideas, concept of living that are not suitable for a lasting and happy marriage, you are going to use that in your own relationship. And if you get married or you are already married, you will discover that the pains that come are as a result of the things that are not in place. Take your body, for instance. If you suddenly begin to feel pains in your joints, it means that there's something that is out of place. That there's something that needs to be treated. But you see, some people, when they feel tired and their bodies need rest, we live in an era you can use some chemicals to suppress your desire of your body to rest. You suppress it with chemical. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to rest. So if you're feeling sick, you're not supposed to numb the pain and expect things to change. You're supposed to treat yourself. Or you had traumatic situations. Don't look for a relationship as a substitute. A relationship is going to make things worse. When you are alone, you can handle it, you can deal with it at a lower level. When you now come in to join with another person, it's going to be magnified. And somebody estimates it might even be more than 100% magnified. Might be up to 1,000 times magnified. Of course, One shall chase 1,000, two shall put 10,000 to a flight. So it's not a wrong idea. Because if you don't get it on the positive, you get it on the negative. Just like a glass, say glass full of water, a glass half full of water, or half empty. Okay? Now, another mistake, common mistake is the unwillingness to open up. Should I say inability to open up? But some people are purely unwilling to open up for honest closeness with their partners. Even the ones you call friends, you are not willing to open up. And that's the mindset that will say, I want everything, and if possible, I make sure you have none. It's not good for a marriage situation. You don't start until you deal with that. Note this. I want us to break here and then come back with another segment of this. Now, if I don't, then you should make up your mind to sign up. Okay, let me just add a little bit more, and that is that I have here, I think, up to 18 different things to deal with that I consider them as the problem areas. For example, poor or no interpersonal skills. How do you want to have a marriage that has to do from beginning to the end with relationship, interacting at a very close and intimate level, and then you are not prepared, you don't have that skill? It's a skill. You can learn it. I wasn't born with mine. I had my own flaws, my areas of weaknesses, but I became interested and actually made effort. Bought tapes, bought books, read, go to the library, internet came along and I started using it, studying. Not so much that I want to teach to others. Yes, I had that in mind as well. But really for my own self, my own consumption of my own application. So poor interpersonal skills, the wrong mentality about marriage, the wrong philosophy, wrong mindset, misplacement of sex in relationship. For some people, they keep it as the number one thing. See, it will blind you. It will blind your eyes. It will blind your mind. You won't be able to think straight anymore. It should come at the end when you would have asked all the questions you should ask. You should have found out things about yourself. You should discover yourself as what am I not so good at? What am I best at? Yeah, you can be a man, but what is usually generalized that men do this. You just discover you're a different kind of man. You might be a man that is not that outgoing, but you are good, a very good composed person, and your wife can be very outgoing. And you are the one to give the stability and the balance. You are the one to give the advice and the counsel. You are the one to coach your spouse. If you don't know that you want to be like every other man that is out there, and your wife is not the kind that is like other wives. She is herself. And you have to know that. Many people come into marriage with the idea, these are the things I want my wife to do, to be, to do for me, for me, for me. This is a question I ask. Being who I am, by the grace of God, my question is, whether you're a man or a woman, all the things that you have given, they may be good. There may not be anything bad with them. But is that what the Creator God designed your spouse to be? Because if you plug into what that person was designed to be, plug into what God originally made your spouse to be, and you give the support and the understanding, the backing, create the environment for that to happen, and work as a team, not as any of you trying to be the superstar. If you do that, you will discover that you will succeed. You will succeed. Finally, on this segment, the rest, by the grace of God, will look at them. If I don't teach them, then I will make them available on the notes. The last and not the least, I think this is very important, is lack of marriage coaching and mentoring. And I tell you why. As a coach, I am not here to tell you, do this, don't do this. Yeah, you can, if you ask me, I can answer. But my own job as a coach is, apart from holding you responsible or accountable, to make sure that what you desire, you achieve it. That I am committed to your own bright future, your ideal future you are seeing from here. That I am committed to you and to your achieving that ideal future, that your goal you want to achieve. Apart from that, it is my place to be your support. It is my place to help you say what you want to achieve. It is my place to listen to you. It is my place to find out what is keeping you. It is my place that from time to time I ask you all those empowering questions and help you to recognize things that may be holding you back from the inside, which you might not have been able to face up to. Some of us know these things are holding us back, but we can't walk out on them. But you need a voice that is clear enough, that is strong enough, that you will respect. And that voice will help you walk out on your so-called limitations, because some are just based on the feelings. Feelings of what had happened before. Feelings of this doubt that people have cast on you or you have cast on yourself. It is my place as a coach and a mentor to help you, that you rise above those limitations and you achieve what you are to achieve at the time, or if not earlier, that you have set for yourself. How about that? If that sounds good to you, then I would like to encourage you. You sign up for one of the programs. Book, but the first and foremost, book a call. Book a call where we are going to be clear about what you want to achieve. We are not going to dig up the past. Yes, we may make references, but we are going to start from where you are. Why are you not moving forward? What has held you back? Why, with all that is available now, with all the options, why have you not made a choice? Why have you not made a decision? Why have you not taken action? And can we start the action today and achieve the things that God has put in your heart to do, so you can be a blessing to this world? For as long as you don't progress, there are those people whose destinies are attached to yours. If you do not succeed, they are all screaming, they are all waiting. Yeah, you see, because I have stepped out to begin to do this, you are going to be blessed. And I expect that you will do what God assigned you to do, so that others who need what God has given you to provide will be blessed. They will get unstuck from their problems. They will rise above their plateau. They will rise above their limitations. Many times it's not money. Many times it's just the right voice that you need to hear to move you forward. More than that, somebody who will believe in you. I am here not only to say I believe in you from a distance, but if you allow me, I'll actually show you that I believe in you. Why? I believe in what God has put inside of you. If God believes in you, it will be wrong for me not to. So that's where I want to draw the curtain, this particular presentation. But once again, congratulations for making it to this page. And I believe that the Lord is going to help you to have that turnaround that you need, and then achieve, be all that He made you to be. So, like I said, if you're on this page because you want yourself to be straightened out so that you will have personal victories, so that you will take that into the marketplace and create wealth and create impact, leave a legacy, if that's why you are here, then check on this page. Most likely below this video that you are listening to, there is another video, or there is a place to click to take you to where that video is. And do that, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Until then, God bless you, and talk to you again in another video.